So hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Shubham and I'm having 3 years of experience in Java backend development. So recently I switched my company. So if you are interested to know about such how to switch and how I apply and all, you can ask me in a comment section. I will also make a video on that. So today in this video we are going to explain about managerial round, what question they ask, what are the expectations, and how this round is takes place. So if you are interested, then stay tuned with me. Managerial round is basically focuses on your problem solving skill, not only your coding skill. Because what happened is like we are good in technical things, and when there is a managerial round, we face us like we are struggling. What manager is asking you is like what their expectation are is like they are expecting that you are able to solve the problems. If the real world problems are there, you are able to stretch yourself, or you are in a position to take ownership of any problem. So these are the expectation of manager. So basically they are not going to straightforwardly ask you like how you will communicate to microservices. No, they will going to ask you like there are two microservices which are communicating with each other, and due to some reason one of your microservice get failed. So in this scenario, your consumer microservice or the caller microservice is still calling this microservice and expecting the data. So in this scenario, how you will be manage this, how you manage that. So we have to tell them like this is the normal scenario. In technical interviews they are going to ask us like this way, but in managerial they may be asked like there is a payment service and there is a user service, and both are like there is a payment service which is down and user is trying to do the payment. So but he is getting some like error or message, so he is not going to understand. So in this scenario, how you will handle the situation? So it is normal scenarios only, we just have to tell them like in this current example we can tell them about circuit breaker, how we implement circuit breaker in our project. Even if you not implemented, you can tell them like actually I have not faced this problem, but I can approach this in my way. Then you can explain how you will approach this problem. Then there are like it is common your technical interview only, but it morely focus on the scenario based question. They will give you some real world scenarios and expecting you to give the answer based on the knowledge you have. Like suppose you have created one REST endpoints, and due to some reason one of the hacker or hacker is hacking your website and he is sending too much requests to your REST endpoints. So due to that, the load on your REST API will be increased, and how you will handle this situation that the intended user will not get access to your API. So in this case, how you will handle this? So you have to tell them like I have faced this scenario, I have implemented that, I have implemented rate limiter for it, I have also implemented the captcha mechanism to avoid such scenarios. So these are the common scenarios they are going to ask in this way. It's not like they are going to ask you these two scenarios only, but whatever the terminologies or technologies or concepts that you have learned in your technical rounds or coding interviews or whatever the projects that you have built, so the same thing they are going to ask you, but they are forming one scenarios like they might one of the interviewer asked me like you have two microservices, you have to fetch the data. There is a state microservice which giving the information of the state based on the state code, and there is a local microservice which has a state code, and you have the user. So user having a school name, and that school name is present in another microservice. But when I face a user, that at that time I need to get a data of the user based on that its school data, then the local data, that is a state in which he is belong. So everything I need to get combined, and that I have to send back to our respective REST endpoint. So in this scenario, we have to they will give you this scenario, then you have to explain them like I will be create one Pojo class which will be holding all of these details, and when they are fetching the user, so based on the school ID, I will be trying to fetch the school from the respective microservice. And if suppose that microservice is down, then I have implemented circuit breaker pattern, so I will get some fallback message that I will be show over there. Then for the state code, local code, same, I will be do API call like fin client or REST template, whatever you are using. So you have to explain them, miss those technical things that you have used in your project, that you have to tell them like how this can be used over this scenario. So basically the managerial round is focuses on these things only. And there are some things like how you handle the pressure. If suppose there is a bug you found on production on Friday, what you will do or how you will handle this situation. So these are the common scenario that you will get on internet, or if you can use ChatGPT, then you will get this basic question answered. But in terms of technology, the expectation is like this way, like they are giving you the scenarios, and based on the scenarios you have to give the answers, and you have to tell them how you will use this and that. They ask some coding questions as well, but more focus on the problem solving instead of just like normal coding or just plain coding. They are not focusing on this, they are more focused on the problem solving skill. So if you are worried like how this can be done, I am coming from like a different background, and I'm from support and I want to switch to development, but I'm good in development, I have did lots of things, but I'm failing in this managerial round. Then it's okay, it's not a big deal. Look, so what we need to do is like whatever the concept we have learned, so when manager is going to ask us this question, we have to combine this. Like we just, instead of just by learning like we know the circuit breaker, but we also know where to implement it, what is the possible scenarios. If you're struggling with that, then you can use the ChatGPT. You can ask the ChatGPT like in which scenarios I can use a circuit breaker, give me the real world scenarios. So that way your patterns will be formed and you will be easily crack the managerial round. So it's only technical round, but it is a real world problem solving skills that they are expecting. So that's it for this video. So last tip is like more focus on your technical skills, but those technical skill you also know how this can be used in your real world scenarios. And be calm in this interview. If you are not knowing some answers, like some of the things that you have not faced before, you can calmly say like I have not faced this situation in the past. But if you know barely some of the information, you can tell them like I will try to answer this, or I will try to approach this solution with your whatever the approach in your mind. You can tell them and that's, everyone is not expecting that 100% you must be correct, but what they are expecting is like you are coming with some approach, you have some ability to solve this problem. And yeah, whatever the technology that we use, that's only used over here. And that's it for this video. If you like my content, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you liked my video, then please press the like button. If you have any question, any doubts, and in which topic I have to make the video, please feel free to ask me in a comment section. Thank you.